in what you're teaching, when it comes to the power of PR parenting. I'm a parent. I have two children. My wife and I have two kids. They're 18 and 21. And I think a lot of what the kids pick up on is not necessarily what we say, but or do, but what they observe. And so, what does it take to be a really good mentor, both as a teacher, but also just in kind of how you move in your space. So you're actually a mentor as people observe you too.
Well, first of all, let's just agree that there's no such thing as the perfect parent.
Yeah, I know I will agree with that. Yeah.
Made tons of mistakes,
Yeah.
Still making them, definitely not the perfect mom. But what I do try to do is guide rather than criticize, and try to lead by example. And if I find myself doing something that's not exactly the way it should be, I try to catch myself and redirect. Or I apologize to whoever I'm with and say, you know what, I could have done this better, and this is how I could have done this better. So there's all sorts of ways to slice that onion, Jonathan, but at the core of it, we want to guide rather than criticize. And we want to try to role model as best as we can, whether the circumstances are positive and we're celebrating, or the circumstances are negative and we're mourning something. In all cases, we are setting an example of how to do it.
Yeah. Great. It's good. And in picking a mentor outside of a parent, right? Because some of us, need those, have those, crave those as well. How does somebody pick the right mentor for them?
I'm going to tell you about the mentor that I chose in the very beginning. A wonderful man named Bob, and he was the managing editor at a television station that I interned at as a teenager when I was in college. And I chose him because he was genuinely kind, and I saw that he wanted to help to build me up.
Yeah.
Rather than push me down and challenge me in a negative way. He wanted to show me the way so that I could do better. So in short, he brought the sunshine. So when you're choosing a mentor, it's somebody who brings the sunshine and who wants to see you succeed and to build you up.
Yeah.
And not through some sort of adverse, weird kind of ways. Just really straightforward. Here's an example how to do it. If you do it this way and it's not, it could be improved. They say, you know what, this is one way to do it. Let me show you another. And constantly giving positive reinforcement and encouragement to keep trying.
It's great. I've had great mentors. I have great mentors, but I've also had great mentors that started as this and then ended up being not this. And I think, to your point, it's when the sunshine goes away and there's hints of not propping you up to give you the best path. Sometimes you can grow out of a mentor, is what I have found, right? Sometimes you just grow out of them and it's time to move on, and you get what you got from them. And then it's time to move on and find the next person who is at, on the path with you. And so I think that's a great description. Thanks for that.
Absolutely. I had a mentor as a professional in the public relations business. His name was Charlie Levine, and he was absolutely fantastic in every single way, shape, and form. And then, unfortunately, he passed away. Now, Charlie and I would always connect when we were working together because we were in the same agency for years. And then even after we went in our different ways, we would always connect regularly just to check in. When he passed away, obviously I was so sad and devastated. And to this day, because he was such an influential mentor, I think, how would Charlie have handled that?
Yeah.
And I try to tap my inner Charlie. And he had some good ones, and they stay with me, and I execute them until today.
Yeah, I had a business coach for a long, long time and mentor. His name was Jules Rappaport, and he also unfortunately passed away. But I often, when I'm in situations, I say to myself, what would Jules do? What would Jules say? How would Jules react? What would Jules guide me to do? But yeah, no, that absolutely, absolutely, I love that.